I hope you guys like the thumbnail. Um, I think I tore my rib cage. I tore connective tissue, like hardcore. I feel all this pulling on the right side, caving in feeling. And I was talking to Dr. Morse, and he's like, if it's connective tissue, nobody's going to see it. I hope he's wrong about that. But, he was suggesting connective tissue, but that's pretty easy to say because everything is connective tissue, right? But I started lifting up the left side of my rib cage, pulling the skin. And I started feeling the right side trying to pull up. Trying. And so, you know how I have spasms? When you get an injury, other parts of the body spasms. I didn't fully understand that in the beginning. I was kind of mad at U of M for suggesting that, but it makes more sense now. But with that being said, a lot of people in the malls group say that they feel something pop or whatever before they develop malls. Not everybody, but then they develop malls. Like this one lady I was just talking to on Facebook, sort of. She said she got in a car accident and then got malls, and that she felt a pop in her rib cage and had something torn and nobody's dealing with it. And as you see, I have spasms from my torn injury. What other type of part of the body would spasm? Why not a ligament? Why not the median arcuate ligament? What if malls is just a side effect? Maybe you need to stretch. Not stretch, but pull. But yeah. I need to pull it back into place so it will stop spasming. So this spasming is affecting my heart too. My heart is essentially spasming as well, or something. It's pulling on my heart. But so my chest spasms, my abdomen spasms. What if malls is just a spasm? The ligament is too tight around the artery. What if it pulled in on it as a type of spasm? I think that's what malls is. And then there's another option that malls is a response to your aorta falling due to a prolapse. And a prolapse happens, it pulls on your aorta. So your ligament says, not happening, got to protect the brain, the heart, and everything else. So, bam, it yanks on it to hold it into place. If something's falling, what is your instinct to do? It's to grab onto it, and make sure it doesn't fall. Right? What if malls is just a response to something else? I'm not the only one that thought this. I need to go to bed here soon. I already had a psychotic episode from not sleeping. Not getting deep sleep, but another surgeon, she was younger, and she had an alternative perspective as well as I do. Not entirely sure if it's right, but she thought the same thing, that malls is just a side effect of some sort of anatomical damage or disruption, you could say. Misplacement. I remember feeling mild malls symptoms in the center, right here, years ago. But it was so mild, and I was able to relieve it by reducing my bacterial load. So it's kind of like this ligament is a response to something. And it can't be the main problem. Anyway, besides that, I probably have some Malls followers on here. I know they're watching me because they know I'm losing my mind. Everybody's curious to see what happens when you lose your mind, so. See if I can. Yeah. Nice crooked camera, huh? Anyway, I take my right hand and slide it up the back of my left rib cage. You wouldn't believe what I'm feeling. You would not believe it. It's mind-blowing. See if I can show you. We can just. I wish I had a tripod. I'm so sorry. I don't want to argue with you. I'm just trying to. Oh, I'm not arguing with you. At least they're not asking me about my sexual life. Somebody asked about that. That was really disrespectful. Maybe your injuries because you're not having sex. Like, for real. That guy's lacking God. Okay, let me point this a little bit more. Don't fall. Sit on a pillow so you guys can see me better. Alright. Sliding up the left side. See how it's pulling? It's pulling my tissue back upwards. Come on. It wants to go. It wants to come back up, whatever it is. And I just don't understand how an external movement is causing an internal movement, which makes you think that whatever is internal is actually from a more so external injury, which I did this stupid massage. And so an example is I tore, after surgery on my arm, the bone was sharp after they took the plates out, and it actually tore the tissue inside right where the surgery was. And now, ow, yeah, like it hurts right now. So can't see it very much, but you can tell that, yeah, do you see the point on my arm right here? You can kind of see it, and it essentially cuts my tissues. And it kind of, this feels just like that. The edge of my rib here feels just like the edge of my arm. And when I try to pull the tissue back up, I don't know how the heck that's doing anything, but it is. So that distance that it went up is where my body used to be. And lo and behold, it went back down again. So the question is, how do I fix it? Does it feel better when you do that? It almost does. It almost does. That chunk that I felt fall during the accident, I feel that try to move back into place, but it's broken off. How do I explain that to somebody? A doctor. But yeah, it almost feels better for a moment. I'm so sleep deprived. I'm gonna pass away from sleep deprivation. I've been floating recently. It's getting to that point. It's pretty interesting. I keep telling myself that I'm not going to die from this. Yeah, floating, no joke. When you don't sleep, you start to experience floating sensations. I don't even know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it other than that. I don't feel like I'm in my body anymore very much. I'm here, but you know that feeling when you're extremely tired and you're just kind of looped up? I don't know how to explain it. That's what I have. My nervous system's breaking down, so my perception's starting to be altered. Because I'm not sleeping deep enough, so my nervous system's not. It's too stressed to actually regenerate. I had a conversation with God earlier. Not a very good one. During my episode that I said, God, I'm supposed to be the one that regenerates people. That's what I was supposed to be good at. Thought I was researching it, you know. Guess not. I don't know. I heard somebody say 7 years. Reminds me of one of my favorite songs. Taking on 7 years now. Holy Ghost. Such a good song. It's by Circus Survive. Not Circus Survive. Seosin. With Anthony Green. Anyway. I guess that's all. Feels like I tore my rib cage. And it's affecting my gut somehow. Or my gut's messed up and it's pulling on my rib cage. One or the other. How can I fix it myself is the question. What do I even do? What do I do? That's what I want to know. I'm so spaced out, it's horrible. I gotta try sleeping sitting up, even if it's just for an hour. Then lay down from that point on. If anyone knows how to do that, that'd be great. I'll show you my situation with sleeping sitting up. I feel like it's too late. Eat animal products, yeah. I want to just start eating whatever the heck I can. I'm gonna get some turkey tomorrow. Thinking like turkey bacon. Just to start. Have you tried them yet? I was eating fish before after the accident. I was trying to eat fish. But my problem is I never have been able to get enough calories in. And so my goal is to try Kate Farms. It's a 500 calorie drink. I don't even know if it's going to work. It's got garlic and stuff in it, and my blood pressure's low, so it might be shady. And it's brown rice syrup solids, so that might screw up my GI. But if I could get, 3,000 calories in a day, try stacking some pillows so you sleep in between sitting and laying down. In between. Yeah, I tried that, but the angle of leaning back like that after a year of doing that has screwed me up so bad. I actually started developing mild scoliosis. Anything to put some weight on, especially before surgery. Yeah, if I end up getting surgery. But I was hoping that, if I get 3,000 calories in a day, my body will finally go into regeneration mode, which it's regenerating now because it's always regenerating even when it's fasting. I'm not fasting, but I'm just giving an example. I'm on low calorie, so it's not by choice. Rice is making me nauseous recently. But anyway, if I give myself 3,000 calories a day and just, try to eat stuff, anything, then perhaps I'll be able to start regenerating something. Gain some weight. Maybe that'll push some stuff back into place. But if I can get enough calories in, maybe I can start, I don't know. I know the body regrows. I know it does. Just to what extent can we allow it? Especially when you have an infection and all that. That's why Dr. Morse has such good results with people, is because he gets the serious stuff out of their bodies, so then their bodies start healing beyond comprehension. But I can't even go into a detox mode in this state. So I can't even focus on my lymph. I tried to and my face swelled up. I was just trying to do a mild lymph massage to try and get things going to heal my neck and my spine, upper spine, and then my face started swelling up. I was like, yeah, I can't do that yet. Anyway, I'm hoping to God Kate Farms works. It should be here any day. They wrote my address wrong though. They spelled it wrong, but should still make it. Still to my name and everything. I don't know why, but rice has been making me very nauseous recently. So, I'll show you how I used to sleep sitting up, I guess. I'm tired. I gotta try it again. I gotta get some sort of sleep. Maybe your body is saying no more rice. Yeah. But then I'm getting a drink that's made of rice syrup solids and rice protein and pea protein and all that. I wish I could just figure out how to get 3,000 calories of food that doesn't make me sick. This is weird. Rice has tons of arsenic too. I know it does. I know. I wrote that in my book. I feel like I'm wasting my life here talking about this stuff because I feel like I'm gonna die and I don't understand the point. That sounds messed up, you know. Anyway, let's see if I can do anything productive here tonight. How did I do this before? I had something like, oh, come on. I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to sleep sitting up. It's so messed up. If I don't do it soon, I think I'm going to lose my mind. I'm not getting restful nervous system regeneration. I think I just want to go home. But God has me here still, so for whatever reason, wish He would just rapture me already. Anyway, sorry. How did I have this set up the other day? Come on. I don't remember what I did. I'm streaming on YouTube here a little.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of on YouTube, streaming a little.
With what?
Your phone.
No.
I'm so tired. I gotta get off here in a minute. And then I was thinking, okay, well, if moles is caused by ligament, I don't think it's moles causing this though. I could just take like teasel root for ligaments. maybe it will tone and relax the ligament, but I don't know. Anyway, I was sleeping like this for 4 or 5 months straight, and I was still hanging on. And then down here at the curve, you know, it just started wreaking havoc on me. Just horrible pain and discomfort. My legs start going like that and stuff from sitting like this so much. I shouldn't have to do this though. This is absolute BS. I thought this was interesting. I essentially overdosed on Dr. Morse's Heal LT. It wasn't very much. It's just my body's so sensitive right now. And I felt my tissues pulling back together instantly in this area. And I thought, you know, maybe I could try that again. But those herbs are so toxic. I'm not in a very good state to do that. And it didn't last, you know, the astringency wore off. And one last thought is about astringents. That if this is just a stretched tissue, I don't know what the hell it is. Shouldn't use that word. I don't know what it is, but with astringents, tightens tissues and proteins. Say your tissue's like this, the astringent should go like that. But it wears off, it eventually, you know, kind of goes back. So if you have a prolapse, you're like this, the astringent will kind of pull it back into the body, and then hopefully the muscles will just hold it into place. But my thought was, if you could use an astringent long enough, this keep it tight, wouldn't those cells, the stretch cells that were out here that are now pulled in, wouldn't those eventually get replaced, and it should stay like this eventually? Because these stretch cells are no longer needed and they're going to get replaced over time anyhow. I'm gonna load up another stream and ask that, and then end this video, you know, try and get some sleep or something. Thanks for watching this one. Bye guys, stay motivated.